Hey Kathy. Hey Jennifer. Hey pretty lady. Thanks for coming. I'm just gonna wait for some more people to come on. I just shared, so they should be coming on here shortly. How are you guys doing? You guys doing alright? You guys, I cut my ribbon last night. Hey Wilhelmine! I cut my ribbon last night and I'm using two ribbon with glitter, and there's blue and turquoise glitter everywhere. I have it in my hair. I have it all over the place. The dog has it. So I might be a little sparkly tonight. Nothing wrong with that, right? Hey Pat! From Florida. Must be nice out there. It was actually beautiful today. Beautiful. I think it was like 64 degrees outside today and sunny. Oh, so nice. I am so ready for spring. So ready. Is my sound okay? Can you guys see everything okay? Hey Taylor! Thanks for coming. I'm gonna get started here in just a second. Oh, it's like Christmas. I'm so over the snow. So over the snow. Done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So what I'm gonna be doing is I am gonna be making a wreath with this sign. I know it's a little backwards, but on an Android they don't have a way to fix that. So until they figure it out, it's going to look backwards. But this was the inspiration for my sign. So I'm going to be using, my base is a 21-inch black mesh. Hey Juanita, hey Debbie. Just a basic mesh, and that's going to be in poofs. And I'm going to be using this 10-inch black and white plaid deco mesh. I've gotten everything from Hobby Lobby except my sign. And I got my flowers from, I'm sorry, I got everything from Craft Outlet except for my sign, which I got from Hobby Lobby. And I got my flowers from Hobby Lobby as well. But everything else came from Craft Outlet. Hey Casey, hey Vicky. And so I'm going to be using the black and white. And then I'm also going to be using these ribbon and these ribbon. See, it's very glittery. I got glitter everywhere. So sorry if I'm a little sparkly today. I need the glitter. So these are the ribbons that I'm going to put together. I'm going to put these two together. See how sparkly they are? And then I'm going to put these two ribbons together. These are cut at 14 inches and they're all wired ribbon. I'm also going to be putting tubing in. So this is kind of like a, it's not really turquoise, but it's a metallic light blue and then some black. And then I got my flowers to put in there. So I think it's going to turn out really cute. I'm also going to probably put some cheater bows in there. So I'm going to add these two colors as well. So it's going to be pretty. And I'm going to be using a black 15-inch raised wreath form. This one actually has pencil ties on it. The ones I usually use have the thicker ones, but Craft Outlet was out of those ones, so this one will work just fine. Thank you, Taylor. Yes, if you guys could do me a favor and, hey, Trace, and share and like, I'd appreciate that. Let everybody else know I'm on. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. You're going to need 3 of these little zip ties. These are about 5.5 inches long. and I'll show you why we need those as we're going along. I'm going to pan down so you can see my table. Hopefully I don't hit any buttons. Alright. Cool. Let me know if you guys have any problems seeing. Okay. There we go. Let me know if you guys have any problems seeing or anything. Like a fairy princess. Trace, you're funny. Okay. So, and I want to show you my handy dandy mesh roller I got from Susie Brown. I'm gonna be uploading this to YouTube. So when I upload it to YouTube, I'm gonna put a list on my. Why does it keep doing that? I'm gonna put a list up on my YouTube of all my supplies, my links, my affiliates, Susie Brown's mesh roller, some of the groups that I'm in. I am in Lori Jacobs' Success Path in her business page, and also Julie's Success Circle. So with the 21-inch mesh, we're gonna do 12-inch poofs. So you just want to walk this in. Thank you, Anita. I've actually been looking forward to doing this one. I've been so sick of like the pink and blue, which I've made so much of, that I need a little something different. So I'm going to put this right in front of this tie right here. And we're not going to use this tie right here until the very end. Okay. So we're going to finish with that tie, and it'll just make it look seamless. So you can't tell where I started and where I left off. I use my needle nose pliers to pull on my zip ties. It just gives me a little bit of extra strength and pulls it really tight. And then you want to use some clippers just like this to cut them. Hey Lori, thank you for coming. If you guys could share and like for me, I appreciate it. So I'm going to use the next tie to put the poof in. So on the poofs, you want to curl these sides under so they don't get stuck up, just like this. Now I'm going to use the 1, 2, 3 method. It'll usually end up being 12 inches. So 1, 2, 3, just like that. Or you could measure it. You could use your ribbon ruler to measure it. You can even use a regular ruler. Hey Susan, thanks for coming. Okay, and then I just kind of gather it like this. Pull it out. Let me move my phone a little bit. Sorry. Okay, there. And I don't pull up these zip ties. I don't open them all up at once because they get snagged in my mesh, and it just drives me crazy. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You guys getting any good weather out there? Or, I know Florida, they always have good weather. It was awesome here today. Awesome. It was like 64 degrees, sunny. It was nice yesterday too. So I was outside doing some chores. Taylor, I've been making wreaths since probably November of 2018. So not very long, really. 1, 2, 3. I just started watching some videos on how to make them. I've always wanted to learn how to make them, but to me, for some reason, they looked a little complicated. So I finally, hey Pat, thank you for coming. If you could like and share, I appreciate that. So I started watching some YouTube videos, and that's where I found Lori Jacobs from Hardworking Mom. And then I think I've watched all of hers and all of Laura Jean's from Laura Jean's Wreath Room. So that's how I got started. And now it's addicting, actually. So if you're just joining me, I'm going to be making a a black and blue, basically, wreath on a 15-inch raised wreath form. It's going to have blue ribbon, black ribbon, white ribbon. It's going to look spectacular. Oh, you're in Tennessee? Finally got some warmer weather? Nice. Yeah, I'm so over the cold. I'm so over it. I would so much rather get the rain than the snow any day. You know, I'm originally from Portland, Oregon, and it rains a lot, not constantly, just like Seattle, and I left a long time ago because of the rain, but, you know, I miss it. Crazy, right? So on these are 12-inch poofs that I'm doing in a black 21-inch basic mesh that I got from Craft Outlet. Just gather them in my fingers, kind of, so that way I can kind of poof it out, just like that. Just gather the mesh. Everybody see everything okay? Thank you, Taylor. I'm hoping so. Do something a little different. I've been doing spring. So, I mean, this will be, you know, it's got flowers in it, but it'll be a little bit different, which I'm excited about. I've made so many blue and pink wreaths lately. It's just unreal. Okay. Sounds like there's a motorcycle outside. Okay, I'm going to pull these. This is the last one, so we got 2 more on the bottom. And then we're going to finish with the one that we skipped. Cool. Thank you, Taylor. So everybody have a good weekend so far? What'd you guys end up doing this weekend? It's not hard at all. See, that's what I first thought too before I started doing these. But it's not as hard as I thought it would be. We got 1 more on the bottom, and then we're going to transition to the top, and I'll show you how we do that. 1, 2, 3. So Susan, did you ever get your live figured out yesterday? It looks like you were having technical difficulties. So you gather it just like you were going to make another poof. Okay, and then you pull this over. We're going to put it right in front of this tie. Probably can't see it, but right in front of the tie, just like we did on the bottom. And then we're going to zip tie this one. Aw. Oh, see, I'm going to smack myself in the face one of these days. I can just feel it. So if you ever see a big old lump on my face on a live, that's why. Hey, Alicia. Yes, I will share my, okay, we're going to skip this one. Go to the next one. I'm going to put my YouTube video on my 1, 2, 3 on my business page, and I'll share on my personal page as well. And I've got some videos on there you can watch as well for replays on lives that I did and recorded videos. Hey, Ricky. Here we go. Okay. Hey, Linda. That's the one we ended with. Okay. I am making a black and blue wreath with a sign, a black sign that says "Hi" on it in white with white flowers. So it's going to have black and white and blue ribbon and black and blue tubing. Sorry. So, and I'm using a 15-inch raised wreath form with black ties already attached to them. I got from Craft Outlet. Everything I got from Craft Outlet except my flowers and the sign I got from Hobby Lobby. If you guys could do me a favor, the ones that just showed up, if you could like and share, I'd appreciate it. That would be fantabulous. And the name of my business, Taylor, is M&B Creations. And so it might be under M as in Mike, N as in Nancy, B as in Bravo Creations. I try to use the and sign, but a lot of sites don't like that, so I have to use the N in there, so it can be confusing to find maybe a little bit. One, two, three. One thing I do like about the pencil ties rather than the fluffy ties is they seem to be a little bit longer. So I don't have to untie them as much, I think, as the regular ones. Which is a plus. 2, 3. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate it. So my husband's been, since it's been so nice outside this weekend, he's given his little tractor that he got, hey Emma, a workout. The dog just loves chasing after it. I'm afraid one of these days he's going to run her over. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I know we need a craft outlet here in Colorado, although that would probably be dangerous. A craft outlet is a crafter's website. It's craftoutlet.com. And they carry wreath, forms, signs, ribbon. That's it. Half the time it seems like they're out of everything. So, you know, a lot of people get their stuff from there. It's really good stuff. We're almost done with the top. And then we start putting in the black and white mesh. I found that mesh and it's really pretty. It's thick mesh. It's thicker than what I normally get. So it's really sturdy and should make some really good poofs. Hopefully it doesn't fray very much. Oh, looks like we are at the last one. That was fast. You're on Craft Outlet now. Save me some, Ricky. I'm actually supposed to be getting a big order tomorrow from Sims Pottery, 1, 2, 3, and from the wreath shop because I needed some more tubing and wreath forms, and I had designed a couple ideas for some new wreaths, and Craft Outlet was out of half of everything. So if you find that Craft Outlet, you can't find what you need on Craft Outlet, you can go to Trendy Tree, or I just had it in my head, the Wreath Shop, or if you have a tax ID number, you can sign up for Sims Pottery because it's wholesale. Okay, so this was the last one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this together. I'm going to just cut this. I usually cut about maybe 3 or 4 inches. And then we're going to pull it to the back, and I'll show you how we do that. And I should put my glasses on so I can see. There we go. Ta-da! Okay. So pull this to the back. Then I'm going to zip tie this to the frame. Because I'm going to be doing, I'm probably going to be doing another live on Tuesday night. I do my consistent lives on Sunday nights. Now I switched it from Thursdays to Sunday nights just because it's harder for people to get on when they're at work during the week. But I think I'm going to do another live on Tuesday, and I'm going to do a police officer wreath for a friend of mine who is a police officer. Oh, okay. See you, Susan. So stay tuned for that. Hockey's on Tuesday night, so my husband will be watching that, so might as well do a live. So this is the mesh that I'm going to be using. This is a 10-inch mesh cut in 30 inches to make ruffles. It's actually a pretty sturdy mesh. So we're going to put this in every other tie. And I usually put something heavy, I'll just put my scissors down on there, at the end, just to keep it from flipping up on the table. Ouch. And how I do this is I just take the bottom of it, kind of squish it, and then pull it in with my fingers like this. You know, I forget to do this all the time. I don't know why I forget to do this. I've been doing this long enough. I forgot to open my tie. Okay. And then you just shove it down in the tie as far as you can. And then twist it really tight because I like to kind of pop out. And then keep your scissors close because you need to cut the frays as you're going. If you cut the frays as you're going, then it'll be a lot easier. Let me see if I can show you. So pull the sides up like this and just kind of flip it up and then do the same thing to the bottom. I like this mesh. It doesn't fray all that much. Yay! Okay, looks like that. Kind of looks like a flower. Isn't it pretty? I like this mesh. I'm going to have to order some more of it. Okay, that one, this one, and then this one. Okay, open the tie. Oh, thanks. Hey, Lisa. Thanks for coming, lady. You could like and share. Appreciate it. Okay. Okay. So then you just pull it in, scrunch it up. Now, if you start to veer off like to this way, just pull it back. And it's not gonna hurt at all. It should be fine. Oh, can you see the glitter all over my scissors? That's funny. Oh, okay. No biggie. It's really sturdy mesh. I really like it. It kind of sticks to the other mesh a little bit, but as long as it's not fraying, I could care less, really. You know? The more you mess with your mesh, the more it does fray, so you want to handle it as less as possible. There. Normally I put my ruffles in every tie, but I wanted to show some of this black since the sign is black. So that's why I'm doing every other tie. But normally I do 2 different colors in ruffles. Well, not necessarily 2 different colors, but sometimes I do 2 different colors. But normally I put it in every tie. But this time I'm just going to do every other. Do something different. Yesterday I made a wreath out of scraps. Scrap mesh and ribbon. It turned out really pretty. Come on now. In. It's fighting me. It's fighting me, guys. Hey, Kathy. Thank you, Lori. Okay, pull it up. The sides up. Just like this. See, this way I have to do it really tight because that just came undone. Okay. There. Skip that one. This one. Yeah, I know Kathy did her marathon today. She's a better girl than I am. I do not run unless my life depends on it. If you see me running, you might want to run too, because somebody's chasing me. I do not run. I hate it. So you want to keep your eyes on the middle. And it helps you to keep going down the middle. Yeah, there's other people here. Some people are just watching and just quiet. It's just fine. Okay. Pull it up like this. Do the same thing with the bottom. You want to make sure you, like I said earlier, you want to cut your frays as you're going along. It's just going to make it a lot easier. Otherwise, you're going to be doing the whole wreath with just cutting frays. Okay. Last one on the bottom. Oh, you mean the girls? I know Tammy been sick today, and Danita, she was on the Zoom call. So, oh, Alicia, I'm gonna put my YouTube video. I'm gonna share it when I upload it. This one, probably tomorrow morning. I have a doctor's appointment in the morning, but I'll probably do that, and then so you'll see my replay to upload it to YouTube tomorrow afternoon, and then you can see the other videos that I have on there. I don't have too many because I just started doing lives, but if you want to watch some really good There's tons of people out there that make really good tutorials. Let's see who. Laura Jean from Laura Jean's Wreath Room. Hardworking Mom. Those are the only 2 videos I've watched. This one. Okay, I'm going to end up undoing that one anyway. Hey Kathleen, thank you for coming. Okay. I'm just putting these in every other tie. This is 10-inch mesh cut in 30 inches to make 30-inch ruffles. And it's a black and white plaid. This is the sign that inspired me to make this wreath. I was going to put a little bit of yellow in it, but I'm going to put the blue in it instead. The ruffles, you just pull it in. So guys, if you're asking me a question and I don't answer you right away, don't get offended, because the comments go up so fast I kind of miss them sometimes. Taylor, the reason why you share is it just gets my name out there and shows other people that I'm live so they can come watch. So it just builds my audience. There, that's pretty. It's gonna look really pretty with the blue in it. I can't wait to put the ribbon in it. That's my favorite. Thank you, Kathy. I do too. It's really, I love this mesh. I may have to order more of it. I have to see if they have it in different colors, because it's a thicker mesh. I don't know if you can tell by the picture, and it doesn't fray all that much, which I love. The wreath that I made yesterday, oh my god, I think I was cutting frays all day long. Pull in. So yeah, the wreath I made yesterday was I call it my scrap wreath. But it's got lavender. I made it in ruffles and curls. So I didn't have enough 21-inch mesh to do it in. So I just made it in ruffles and curls. And then it's got lavender ruffles with different shades of blue. So it turned out really pretty. Okay. This one. Only got a couple left, guys. Then we're going to start putting in the ribbon. Fabric mesh, is, it's softer mesh. It doesn't, well, some people say it doesn't fray as much, but I haven't found that to be true. It frays just as much, if not more, I think, than some of the other mesh. But I do really like it. It gives it a different look to it, a different texture. My green spring wreath that I made has fabric mesh on it. This is not a fabric mesh though, it's a regular poly mesh. Be really pretty though on a fabric mesh. Okay. So has everybody had a good weekend so far? Oh, and tomorrow's Monday. A good way to end the weekend is watching a live, right? Watching something pretty. That one, this one. Did I miss one? Where's this one? Okay, hold on. I think I missed one. That one. Ah, I did. This one was supposed to go in there. It's hard to see this ties because they're the same color as the wreath form. Just take this out. No, goes in this one. Just a So I normally don't do it every other tie, so yeah, using the right one. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. I'm cooking while watching. Multitaskers. Right? Okay. Are we gonna have a hard time today? There we go. Stay. Okay. So I think I got them. Yeah. Okay. I counted one too many, I guess. They do look like big poofy flowers. Yeah, Kathy, I agree. The fabric mesh is kind of pricey, so I don't get it very often. I only use it that once, and I'm not real happy with it so far. Okay, so now we're going to start with a ribbon. I cut these at 14 inches long, and they're dovetailed at the end. I'll show you what I mean by dovetail. I'm going to put this one in first because it's got glitter all over it. I'm going to put this one in with the black and white. So it kind of gives it some contrast. It'll pop. So you take the ribbon, fold it in half, like this. Pinch it in the middle. Oh, Donahue. Push it down as far as you can go. And twist the tie tight. That way, when you're pulling your ribbon out, because I pull them out away from me, like this, it doesn't slip. Some of the, oops, that goes the wrong way. Some of the slicker, like satiny kind of ribbon, like to slide through. Or thinner stuff like this. Okay. I love that. Look at how sparkly it is. They're everywhere. Okay, and I'm going to put the black and the white in where we missed a tie. So how you want to do a dovetail is you take your ribbon like this, fold it in half, and then cut it at an angle, and it gives you a dovetail. It just makes it a nicer edged finish. I've heard some people just doing it at an angle, which you can definitely do, or you can leave it just the way it is. It's all your preference. The thing about crafting is there's no rules in wreath making, so you can make it however you want. Like that. This ruffle, for some reason, is not, something wrong with it. I'm going to take this one out and redo it. Okay. Come on. Okay, I'm just going to redo this one. It looked kind of funky. It was really pulled out on one side, so I'm just going to redo it. And I've got a lot of frays on this one because I've messed with it too much. No, it doesn't wear my hands out. Not too bad. There we go. That's better. Okay. I'm just going to open that tie up a little bit. Oh, thank you, Taylor. I appreciate it. Okay, so just fold it in half, pinch it in the middle, put it in the tie, and twist it really tight. And then pull these out like this. That's pretty. I'm gonna have to get a fan in here, or I've got a fan over there, but I may have to turn it on. It gets hot in here. We get the southern exposure on my house, and I have to keep my blinds shut in here, or it's like 100 degrees. So I'm gonna have to get like a, I don't know, a mobile AC unit or something. Do they even carry stuff like that? Because I can't put it in my window because I got another craft table in front of it, which is my sewing table. And this white ribbon, well, it's not really white, it's a cream colored ribbon. I really like it. It's velvet. It's really pretty. I love it. Okay. This part kind of goes pretty fast once we get past the ruffles and the poofs and all that. I don't know if you can hear my TV out there. This is going to be really sparkly. And again, I cut these at 14 inches and dovetailed them at the ends. And all my ribbon are wired. I rarely ever use ribbon that's not wired, just because it doesn't hold very well. If you do, if you're making a bow, push this down a little bit. Come on. Well, that's why, because it came out. Are you kidding me? Why? There. I was wondering what was going on. My poof came undone. Okay, there we go. Fixed it. Fixed it. Can't let it win, guys. Can't let it win. Mesh is giving me a hard time tonight. Okay. Now we're cooking with the gas. In there. Where's my tie? Where is it? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to find the other end of my tie. Where'd it go? There it is. It's hiding. Normally I don't have this much fight with my mesh, but tonight it's just not wanting to go where it needs to be. You guys all ready for the work week? All your chores done? Sundays are usually my day to do laundry and clean the house and stuff like that, but I already had it done because during the week, so I didn't need to do it today. Not nice? Okay. And guys, once I do the sign, I'm actually going to do it on the easel that I have behind me, just because it's just so much easier. So when I get to that point, I'm going to pan up my camera so you can see it, and I'll zoom in so you don't miss anything. Having an easel makes it so much easier because you get a bird's eye view. Hey Pat. While they do at Lowe's, I'm going to have to check into one of those because I'm going to need something in here for when it gets 110 degrees outside. Y'all, if we could just lose summer and winter and just have fall and spring, I would be a happy camper. Because it's still, it's not too hot in the fall. It's still kind of nice outside. And, except for when you get into October. And with spring, everything starts to come alive. All the flowers are blooming. Everything starts becoming really pretty. I love spring. older I get, the more I can't stand the heat. Can't stand it. If it could be 80 degrees, 70, 80, I'd be happy. Hey, Sandra, thank you for coming. Hey, Cindy. But yeah, I'm not, the older I get, the more I hate the heat and the cold. And my husband, when we retire, he's wanting to be like a snowbird and move to like, not move, but go to Arizona while it's winter here. And I'm like, oh man, it's like 120 out there. Really? I can't win. I can't win. Okay, so this around. It was, when I lived in California, it was nice. The only thing I liked about California, well, two things, was the ocean. Love the ocean. I'm a Pacific Coast girl anyway, so the ocean was only an hour away from my house. And their weather, it was like anywhere from 60 to 80 all the time. I loved it. But that's the only thing I liked about California. Their beaches were awesome. So I'm originally from Portland, Oregon, so the beach was only like an hour away from my house, so we got to go a lot as kids. It was cheap entertainment, for one. Just take a little bucket and a shovel. I got glitter all over me. And that entertained me and my sister for hours on end while my mom and dad got to relax. So, and gas was cheap back then. So why not? So yeah, I miss the beach. I'd really like to go somewhere when we're retired that has the beach, but my husband doesn't want to go to Oregon because he said it rains too much. So, but my whole family is there. I really miss it. But everything happens for a reason, right, people? Turning out pretty good so far. Just fold it. And you guys, don't be afraid to tug on your ribbon. If you've got it tied in there tight, it's not going to come out. What is going on with my ties today? My ties do not want to stay. See, I'm not used to using pencil ties, so I don't know if that's why they're not wanting to stay. I usually use the thicker ties, so I don't know what the problem is. But yeah, if you're putting your ties in there really tight, then you can move your ribbon around to wherever you need to. So don't be afraid to manhandle it. Oh, no worry. No worries, Lisa. I get it. Like this ribbon, it's kind of sheer. I don't know if you can see it. They're both kind of sheer a little bit. So when they're like that, they're thinner like that, they have a tendency to kind of want to slip out. So on those, you need to tie them really super tight. Super duper tight. And like I said, when I upload this to YouTube, I'm going to list all of my links in there. Oh, before I forget, if you all are wanting to purchase a mesh roller, Susie Brown is having, I believe it's 15% off. up and through today. After today, they go back to regular price. So if you want to get a mesh roller, today would be the day to do it. Did I miss count again? Oh. Hold on. 1, 3, 4. I did. I missed one. Dang it. Okay, I missed one. And this one's hiding from me. Oh, that's why. Okay, let me do this one. I thought I counted them right. Hey Bev, thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing, I appreciate it. I heard you got to go to Sims. Jealous. Jealous. Oh, I would love to go to that place. It's on my bucket list. Just saying. Okay, last one. And then we're going to start putting the tubing in. Hey Leslie, thank you for coming. Oh, Leslie, you're so sweet. Thank you, Leslie. Okay, so far, this is what we got. Isn't that pretty? I love that blue. It's like a regular blue and a turquoise together. Okay, now we get to put on our tubing. I'm going to put the tubing around the bottom, around the whole, in every tie. I cannot talk today. Sorry, guys. And then I'm going to put the tubing on the top and every other side. I love this blue. Do some black. Isn't it pretty, Bev? I love that blue ribbon. Alright, let's take it all out because I don't, it's all a mess. Look at this blue. Isn't that pretty? Love it. And you guys are, like I said earlier, if you're trying to find some tubing like that, I think Craft Outlet is actually out of this color, but I got some more of it at the Wreath shop. So the Wreath shop has a lot of that stuff too. There's the end. Okay. And I'm going to show you a little trick that I learned from Miss Laura Jean. She's all full of tricks and tips. I'm going to use my Bodabra. This is color Bodabra. You can make bows with it. I've never made a bow with it. I use it to hold my mesh, my ribbon, this. So what you want to do is you want to take the tails, and they're about 4-inch tails, 3 or 4 inches. Just hold it at the bottom, loop it like that, and loop it again. Take your mesh, put it in here, and cut it. Just like that. Now I'm not going to open my ties up because they're long enough. I don't need to. Yes, me too, Bev. Turquoise and purple are my favorite colors together. You can ask my nail tech. She does my nails in those colors all the time. All the time. Okay. See how that works? Isn't that neat? That way you don't have to keep finding the end. Loop it. Loop it. Yeah, I wouldn't think it would be a routine trip being 5 hours, but that is awesome. It's on my bucket list. It's in, Sims is it North Carolina? Thank you, Judy. Yeah, Taylor, I'll put my YouTube channel on my page, and I'll share it when I upload this to YouTube for you. And Bev, did you end up doing your live the other day with your, with what you got? Because I didn't remember getting a reminder. And I normally get them. So since I'm not going to use these ties anymore, I'm going to twist them about 3 times. This mesh today is testing my patience. And these loops, guys, are about, I would say about 4 inches once you make the loops. I tend to make the bottoms just a little bit larger than the top because I like to have the tubing kind of poke out a little bit from the side so you can see it. So when you're putting it on the wall or on your door or whatever, you're looking at it from the front, so you don't normally see the sides. So I put them a little bit bigger on the side than I do the top. And stuff like so. They need to invent something that you can just put this in. Curly. Oh, that's why. It's a mess. Oh. Oh. That's crazy. I didn't hear about that, Beth. That was weird. Okay. So is anybody still getting snow? I think Wilhelmine said it was still looking like Christmas, which is crazy. Everybody having a good St. Patrick's Day? You know, we didn't do anything this year. Get off. And normally we do, but no, we did so many chores yesterday that we just didn't feel like going anywhere. It was the first really good, nice day in a long time, so my husband and I went out and processed firewood for the remainder for if it gets cold again. We're starting to run low, and for next year. So we're getting a head start for next winter. That one, there we go, pull it. Okay. Halfway around the bottom. Okay, we're getting there, guys. Yeah, I saw that Joanne has some colored tubing for Easter. I got some of that too. Dollar Tree had some really cute Easter colors, like the lime green and pink and a blue that was like a pale blue like this. Wish they had some purple, and they had yellow, but they didn't have any purple. I know Joanne's had some purple. Y'all would have been proud of me. I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday, because today's Saturday, they don't open on Sundays. And I only spent $20. That's it. 20 bucks. On some flowers that I'm going to make a lantern swag. I tried making my lantern swag the other day, and some of the flowers I got, they were just, I don't know, they're pretty, but they're too long for what I need. So I went and got some picks of flowers that I think it'll work a lot better. But yeah, I only spent 20 bucks. How awesome is that? That never happens. I was shocked. The cashier said it was like $20 and some change. I went, what? Yeah, it was crazy. Okay, so I'm going to put the tubing on, we're done at the bottom, so I'm going to put the tubing on the top in the white and the black. Just so I can give it some, because if I put it in with the blue, I think it's just going to, with this blue tubing, it's going to hide it too much. And I really want it to pop. So, keep it. Come on. Yeah, I know, Lisa, you don't use tubing. I don't think I've ever seen you use tubing. I put tubing almost in every wreath. There's only a couple wreaths that I haven't used it on. But I like it. It just gives it another dimension, a little bit of pop. This ribbon is not staying where I need it to stay. Okay. Sometimes you have to fight with your tubing. Everything's a fight with them. Okay. Oh, thanks, Bev. I was really wanting to do something that was still had some flowers in it for spring, but you know, I'm gonna miss. That's why. That's why it looks weird. Huh. No, that's right. Okay. I'm messing myself up. I wanted to do something different. I was getting sick of pink and blue. Yeah, Ricky, normally when I go in there, it's, you know, $100 pop every time. But I was really happy with myself. They only spent 20 bucks. I never do that. I love these colors together. I know Laura Jean did one with this sign, and she did hers in purple with black and white. Oh, it turned out gorgeous. But then again, all of hers do, so I love all of hers. Okay, I'm gonna stand up a minute because I think I got them all. One, two, three. Hold on. Now that is supposed to be 1, 2, 3. I messed that up. How did I mess that up? Hold on. I messed this up. Okay, that was supposed to be there. Blue, white, blue, white, blue. This one's supposed to be white. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I did mess that one up. I thought that looked funky. This one is supposed to be the blue and white. And I'm going to have the blue and white next to each other. But that's okay. Okay, hold on, guys. Alright, hold on. Evidently, I don't know how to count or something. We'll get to see how I do my ribbon. So 14 inches. The joys of lives, right? I don't always go as you plan, because it's life. You'll see me as a hollow. Oh, yeah, I love the tubing for the Halloween. They've got the orange and the purple, and I love those two together for Halloween. And I cannot wait to make Halloween. That's one of my favorite, besides Christmas, my favorite holiday. Okay, so I'm going to show you this real quick. Since I have to cut that like that. Now, Christmas, I don't know how I messed that up. I can't seem to count to save my life. That's okay. I'll use that ribbon again on something else, I'm sure. I don't ever waste my ribbon. For your tubing has a trick, Laura shared. Puts it in the floor. Yeah, I'm using my Bodaver right here for it. Isn't that cool? I love that trick. Love it. Okay. I saw her do that on a live the other day, and I'm like, oh, well, that's a neat trick. Love it. Okay, so this is the last one. Okay, put all this away. I'll have to put that away later. Okay. Okay, so see how I like how that pops in there. Love it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the sign. Hey, Darla. Hey, Mom. Oh, no worries. It was probably hiding Ricky. It's kind of hard to see in this corner right here. My table's not as big as I'd want it to be. I need more like this is a 6-foot table, so I'm needing more like an 8-foot table. But I don't have that much room in here. So I'm going to put this on my easel. I'm going to pan up so you guys can see it. Okay, hopefully I don't hit a button, sorry. There we go. And I'm going to zoom in. Okay. So I'm going to be over here working on my easel. I may not be able to see your comments very well, so bear with me. I'll check on them and see. I want to get this even to where, come on, there. I want these two pieces of tubing to be on each corner. Because, you guys, now I get to put the sign on. And those of you who are watching my lives know I do not like the sign. I love the sign, but I don't like putting it on. Okay, so I'm just going to put wire on this real quick. Love you too, Mom. Is Dad watching? Too? Bear with me, guys. I'm just going to put the wire on here real quick. So this sign, you can see it came with holes already, and then I just had my husband drill holes in the bottom. So a lot of people may use also pipe cleaners and then staple it on. You could do that too. I don't recommend the timeouts. Oh, he's in the yard. Is it nice out there, Mom? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put these in the holes real quick. Sorry, you guys can't see me. I guess I should have waited for a minute. And I'm going to twist these. I'm using wire. I could use pipe cleaners, but the wire is going to hold up better because this is a little heavier than the normal signs I use. So wire is going to be, plus it's easier to go through the mesh with wire than it is with a zip tie. Or not a zip tie, but a pipe cleaner. Okay, last one. Bear with me. Okay, now we're going to go to gas. So, I'm thinking I want to put it in like this. And I want to put some cheater bows in here. And that way I can put them in where there's no tubing. What do you guys think? Oh, wow, Mom. It was like 64 degrees here today. It's nice outside. Thinking I could put it like it's sideways, and then I can kind of put a bow up here. I'll do that. Okay, so this is the fun part. Okay, and this sign's kind of heavy, so I'm gonna try to find a spot. There's one right there, a hole right there. And you guys see why I like using my easel. This is so much easier. Ooh. Anyways, when you're putting your signs on, you want to do it where you're not smashing your mesh, but it's like laying on top of your mesh. I usually, when I put this on, I will pull my mesh out around it so it looks like it's sitting in it. Okay, and I think there's a hole right there. Oops, just pull that out. Okay. Okay. There. That up a little bit more. See why I like using my easel? It's just, to me, it's just so much easier. I can get a better view on it. Okay. pain in my arse. Come on. This one's fighting me. I'm telling you. Okay, one more. I don't like it off-centered like that. What do you guys think? Okay, on this one, I'm just gonna have to go through my mesh. That doesn't look right. Hold on. This is not right. No, I don't like it. Okay, sorry guys. I don't like the placement of it. That's why I hate signs. Hate them. I need to move this one over, that's why. Off. Seriously? Thank you. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to do this on the table actually, because this one's kind of heavy. Okay, so bear with me. I'm gonna pan this back down. Okay. So, hey Dad. So I'm gonna have to do this a different way. I hate signs. Once they're on there, I'm fine. It's just getting them on there is a pain in the patootie. Okay, so this way I can place it better. There. You have to go through the mesh on this one. You guys all still here with me? Hey, Teresa. Thank you for coming, hon. Okay, let's see if I can get this one through the mesh. There's that one. Oh, here's a hole here. Oh, this one's almost too short. Alright, that's better placement. Usually when I use my easel, it's a lot better, but this sign is a lot heavier than what I normally use, and it's bigger than the ones I normally use, so it's a little awkward. So today the table's going to have to work. At least the placement will be better. What happened over here? Okay. Of course, it has it right here. Okay, there. Stuff ribbons. Where's my other ribbon? Here it is. Fixing my ribbons here. There, I got it. I didn't let it win, guys. I didn't let it win. Fix these. Okay, we're almost getting done. Okay. These up a little bit. They got kind of smashed. Okay, now I am going to turn on my glue gun because you're going to put some flowers on. Yay! Flowers! And my glue gun does not take very long to heat up at all. So, I mean, it takes like a couple minutes. So, while I'm doing that, right there. Yeah, me too, Wilhelmine. I hate that. I don't like that. I mean, I don't hate it, but when you have to fight with it like that, it's just a pain in the tushy. You know what? It just is. Okay. So, I'm going to stand up for this. We got these flowers. Aren't they pretty? They come in a big... I'm going to use my gun for this. Oh, they're soft. I think I might put some in here. This ruffle. That's driving me nuts. There. Pull these out. Pull this out. Maybe I'll put it on this side. Yeah, this side looks better. Maybe I'll do it like this. Take a big old cluster of them. Let's stick them in there. And this flower does not want to cooperate. I'm just trying to, whenever you're putting flowers on anything, I don't remember. You want to place them first. Oh, that looks pretty. Before you glue them on. Okay, so I'm going to start gluing. See, my glue gun does not take long at all. And you guys, I accidentally left my glue gun on one night, and I didn't realize it. Bad. I know, a bad girl. And it turned my glue a little yellow, which is, so I must have burnt it while I was inside of there. Okay, this one. Hot. Son of a biscuit. Okay. Glue's hot. Just in case you were wondering. The glue's hot. Ow. There's some frays right there I need to fix. Got it. Fixed it. Alright, let's do one right here. Normally I use my glue pot on this, but I'm limited on the amount of room I have on my table right now, since I'm doing this on my table. So, I'm just gonna do this on, that's looking cute. Let's see, let's take another clump of this one. Put them under here, maybe. There, that looks cute right there. Okay. And then y'all, the only thing I really have to do is put some cheater bows on it, and it's pretty much done. Cool on my sign. I think I want one more right here. So I want that to be a little fuller. There you go. Perfecto. Okay, there. Okay. Now, so, it looks good. I'm going to make some cheater bows. You know what? I messed this one up. Okay. This one was supposed to be the blue. Ouch. I don't even know this disorganized, guys. I thought that looked weird. 3 of them in a row. Okay. Because that's where we're going to put a cheater bow. So I'm going to put a cheater bow in the ones that don't have any tubing. And a cheater bow is basically just a piece of ribbon. I'm not going to twist it all the way. That has, it just makes like a little loop. It looks like it's like one piece of ribbon or 2. Sometimes I do 2. And there's one down here. I'm going to show you what a cheater bow looks like. So I'm going to unplug this because I'm done with this and I don't want to forget that it's on again. Bear with me just a second, guys. We're almost done. So a cheater bow, I'm going to take these 2 colors right here. You can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to take about 20 inches, okay? And you can make it bigger if you want a longer tail. You also want to dovetail the edges, or the bottoms, excuse me. Sorry, I'm getting tired. Okay, fold it in half, like this, and then pinch it, like this. I like my tails a little bit longer, so that's why I cut them at 20 inches. And then you normally have to twist this, but this ribbon is double-sided, so it doesn't have a lighter side. I'm going to put this in here, like this. And you want to put it where the pinch is, just like that. See? That's a little cheater bow. So I'm also going to put a black one in there. I'm going to make it a double cheater. I want that. Finishing bows. Let's see. 20 inches. We're almost done, guys. Hang in there with me. Okay, fold it like that. And pinch it. And twist. Okay. I'm going to put this the opposite way. So the loop is right there where the tails are. Okay. Just like that. And it makes like a little bow. Isn't that cute? Oh, thanks, Juanita. I appreciate it. So, got that one there. You know what? I think I'm going to take this one out and put blue ribbon there because they're right next to each other. And then put a cheater bow right there. And don't worry, guys. I'll be using that ribbon, so I don't waste any of my ribbon. Where did the other ribbon go? This one. Oh, duh, I had it in my hand the whole time. I'm getting loopy. 14 inches. I love the colors on this wreath. It turned out a little bit better than I thought it would. But turquoise and purple, like I said earlier, are my favorite colors. So, oh, Bev, I'm sorry. That's stressful. That's a bummer. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the tie. And then I'm going to put a cheater bow right there. Okay. That looks better. Okay. I'm going to make another cheater bow, and then I think we're done. 20 inches. Oh, I forgot to dovetail the ends. Shame on me. I love this ribbon. It's you can see it really well. It's sheer on this side, but it's got like that satin ribbon in the middle, and it doesn't curl real good, but it's good for if you want something to just kind of hang in there without being curled or anything. I really like it. It reminds me of ribbon you would use for packaging, for Christmas packages. And I got it at Craft Outlet. Crazy. I know, Craft Outlet, right? Who knew? I get most of my stuff from there, so. Okay, there's that one. We'll do the black one, and I think we're done. Pinch it, twist it. Oh, thank you. Okay, and I'm going to put this one in the opposite direction. my tie. Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay. There we go. There. I think we are done, guys. I'm going to put this on my easel so you can take a look at it with the sign on it. And being all done. Okay, I'm going to pan in so you can see. Come on, stay up there. My arm does not want to stay up. There we go. There we go. Well, that turned out cute. And when I finish my wreaths, I put a like a round placemat behind them. So I'll probably, you can kind of see through the back of this one a little bit. So I'll probably put a black one back there and you won't be able to notice. I like the little flowers on it. There. What do you guys think? Thanks, Joyce. Thank you, Bev. I appreciate it. I think it turned out really pretty. I love those colors together. I may add some more flowers up there. It looks like, see, this is why I like putting it on the easel, because now that I'm looking straight at it, I'm like, it looks like there's something missing up there. I might put some flowers up there. Maybe, you know. So, but that's why I like to use the easel really good. Because now I'm looking at it going, you get to see the spots that are missing. Thank you, Carla. Oh, thank you, Wilhelmine. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Susan. I like those cheater bows. It just gives it a little extra added. And who doesn't love bows, right? I mean, it's a bow, for God's sakes. And they're so easy. You don't have to get out the easy bow maker or anything. And I don't even need a big bow on it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Like I said, I am going to upload this to YouTube probably tomorrow afternoon, and then I'll have all the links. I'll share it on my personal page and my business page, all in the groups that I'm in, so you guys should get that. And then I will be putting the links of my Etsy shop, my website, the groups that I'm in, and my affiliate, so you'll have the link to Susie Brown's mesh roller. And then you can also, that way if you want more videos and you'll get notification, you can subscribe on that as well. So, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. You guys have a great night.